Yes, all in all, without any doubt, a good point on the road. Brentford, no other team has finished in a better league position like this club has done in last season. They are, for me, also one of the big favorites for promotion, and it's of course a difficult away game. And then to be there with a late equalizer, again a goal with a 8 in terms of minutes up front, it's always a good point without any doubt. I'm still not 100% happy because I thought when we could have gone a little bit more for it in the first half. So I think we showed a bit too much respect in the first half. I think our pressing could have been a bit more intense. Our possession game in between lines was a bit too respectful. So with so many good passes in between lines, but we're then not brave enough to open up and find the next pass. We played too often just with one touch back, and we're a bit scared for a tackle from behind or something. And this showed a bit too much respect out of such a situation. By the way, we conceded also out of a throw-in situation, and also lacked, of course, a bit runnings in behind. It was, of course, due to the setup today with many technical players who play a bit more like a number 10. But we spoke before the game that even in this setup we need more runnings in behind to go for it. And I got the feeling in the first half. Yes, the first 20 minutes we had the better chances. Amy Buendia with a great chance, anyhow. Mario Funch in a good shooting position, but I got the feelings we should have done more out of our quality in the first half. And once you're back then against such a good side, it's of course difficult. And for that, I was pleased that we found a way in the second half to fight our way back into the game and to force again the equalizer. And even after that, we didn't change our base formation back and played further on with all the offensive thinking players and want to go for it, because I got the feeling it was today possible to get 3 points. But all in all, probably you have to say it's also a good point on the road. And I'm pleased again with our mentality and also our team spirit. Again, a goal from the bench was also important, and for that, without any doubt, a good point. But I'm not 100% happy today.
As you say, I mean, Brentford showed a lot of quality, showed what they're all about, but that goal they scored really comes from your throwing. You must be frustrated about that.
It was a bit the sign of what I said. So we had many of this loss of the ball in the first 20 minutes. We had the first 2 good chances without any doubt, and got the feeling we could control and dominate the game a bit more. And throw in situation, and because we were scared, instead of keeping the ball and play with 2 touches, we played the ball just with 1 touch. Anyhow in the center, and allowed them to have an easy winning of the ball and counter attack. And in the end, there was a goal. And I would say that 10-15 minutes after this goal, we were a bit shocked, and our poorest period during this game. And had also a great chance with the header when Tim Krul was there. It was a top class save. I think, if you allow then such a good side to be ahead of the game, then you can be punished sometimes. And we had then 10 poor minutes when they had 2 good chances. And like I said, so Tim Krul was there was a good save. After that, we gained control back over this game in the end. I think there's also no doubt that it was a deserved point for us, but it's then always difficult, because you have to turn a game against a side with so much pace up front and really good also in counter-attacks, and has so much quality up front and knows also what is necessary in order to win points on this level. They've proved this over the past years, and it's difficult to turn such a game. Then for that, like I mentioned, so after the story of the game in the first half, definitely a good point for us. And I'm pleased again and have again many compliments for our mentality, and we found again a way to stay unbeaten.
Just clear up for us, Daniel had to make a late change there. Javi Quintilla, what's he done?
Yes, felt some problems with his muscle, his calf during the warm up, and didn't feel 100% ready to sprint. It's sometimes tricky when you play all 3 days, and also for this guy, he came over from Spain, was in a good rhythm, but right now to play all 3 days, it's sometimes for a player from abroad not that easy. And he felt a little muscle strain during the warm up, and for that we had to make a late decision. And thank God it seems like the decision was not too bad, because Jacob Jungi serves many compliments to him today. Was there, I think, regarding all circumstances, was a fantastic debut.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, I don't think you bought him as a left back, did you? But he showed his versatility, and he even played by the end of the game. He's playing right hand side of a 3. So has he shown you what he's all about?
Yes, absolutely. I'm pretty pleased with Jacob's performance today. Regarding, he's a central midfield player, but he's a smart guy, intelligent guy, and absolutely smart and intelligent football player. A high football intelligence, and good football players and smart players can play on each and every position, of course. But when you keep a bit in mind, he had a fantastic preseason, then a really difficult start into the season with unlucky period at the national team. Then he was slightly injured, then he had an illness, and the first time that he was today in our perfect spot, and then 5 minutes before kickoff you realize that you come into the game on a position that he has never played before, and this was of course difficult for him, but it was also a bit of a brave call because we didn't have a natural fullback today on the bench. There were a few other options. For example, to play Lucas Rupp as the right fullback and Max Aarons, who has played the left fullback position, to do it like this. But I got the feeling I didn't want to change that much so shortly before the game, and for that it was a bit brave decision. So my coaching staff also wanted to kill me a bit in this moment. But fortunes with the brave, and sometimes you have to take some brave decisions. And pretty pleased. And my gut feeling was anyhow that Jacob would be there with a good performance today and against one of their best offensive players without any doubt, and he made sure that it was not a topic during this game, and I'm pretty pleased with Jacob's performance, and again many compliments to him.
There's a final one for me if I can. As you said yesterday, Brentford will be there or thereabouts. You've come here, you probably feel you could play better, but you've got a point. Does that tell you or convince you that your team are on the right track in terms of building?
Yeah, it should be also good for our confidence. If we spoke before that small things will be crucial for this game, and we have to be there with top class performance now to win points here. And I think in general, so our performance was good, was alright, but I think we could have gone even a bit more for it, and even that we are then capable again to find a way to stay unbeaten and to get a valuable point. We should take some confidence out of this without any doubt. Like I mentioned before, so I would have definitely preferred 3 points, but all in all, a good point. Also, good feeling to stay unbeaten. Good to be there again with a late goal and against a top class side. So many compliments to Thomas Frank and what his lads have done during the last years. And for that, also definitely we just take 1 point, but also lots of confidence out of this game, although it was not our best game.
Anybody else?
Daniel, 4 late goals in 4 matches. What does that say about your team?
I don't believe in coincidence, and many topics have to come together in order to be there, because otherwise you score sometimes a late goal and sometimes you concede a late goal. But we have showed this with consistency. It's definitely one of our strengths. So I think many topics have to come together. First of all, definitely a good fitness level. Second, it's also due to our game. So we're dominating possession, we exhaust the opponent, and in the beginning of the game it's easier for them to close all the gaps with investing a lot into the game, but in the end, as they're getting more and more exhausted and tired, then there are a few more gaps, and we can use this gaps in order to create more chances and to score. But you need also great mentality and winning mentality and team spirit. And it was again also a goal from the bench. We had many goals from the bench during the season. It also says a lot about the team spirit. And also, like when I, for example, before the game, Jacob came a bit surprisingly into the starting lineup, but even the players on the stand and on the bench tried to support him and to encourage him. And quite often you have the players a bit more like moody because they are not in the starting lineup. No, they showed great character and tried to encourage him and gave him applause for each and every situation, especially in the beginning of the game. And also many compliments today to the players who came from the bench. And for example, Kenny McLean, he had to wait a little bit for his next appearance today, and he forced also a goal today. And this says a lot about our team spirit and mentality. And not just fitness, not just game plan, also team mentality and togetherness has to come together. And if you show all this topic, then you are also capable to win late points in games.
You took Todd Campbell off at half time. Was that tactical or was he injured?
No, during this period when you're playing all 3 games, so sometimes Todd was outstanding in the last 2 games. I was pretty pleased with him. Today he didn't have his best day, and for that it's quite normal, and sometimes you have to accept also substitution, and that was the reason.